Where is Nigeria, Chido? Nigeria is the villages now, local governments. That's what make up Nigeria. So if you don't develop them, you can't develop Nigeria. The councillors are the ones who check the local government chairman, their excesses. And they have the power to impeach them.
This is US Africa Television, a special interview with Chief Athan Achonu, Senator of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, a farmer, an industrialist, an empowerment agent, and a man who believes in the possibilities of tomorrow are endless. In Nigeria, he is known for being one of the major farmers. He's also involved in international media communications. Today we are going to look at the issues that undergird and impede on the progress of Nigeria, achieving it to its optimal options. Today we are going to look at, from his perspective, how do we move Nigeria forward? Is it past the possibilities of what can be done, or is there a better tomorrow? Why does the challenge of insecurity persist so much in Nigeria?
That's what I would like to talk about. It's not just the insecurity. It is because of the structure that we have, which will make it impossible for any president to succeed in Nigeria, Chido. Totally impossible. I raised alarm during Obasanjo when President Tinubu and Ojikalo were trying to take over their local governments and control them. I raised alarm then. I said that wasn't the best thing to do. I went on AIT. I said, look, that will create a lot of insecurity. I said it then. Because local governments must be autonomous. You understand me? Mm-hmm. They must have financial and political autonomy. State governors have no business appointing electoral commissions for local government elections. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. If you look around the whole country now, there is no state where all the local government chairmen don't come from the same political party. No. Is that true democracy?
So the one-party state?
Yes, one-party state. And that's what I shouted then. I said, it's wrong. And look at, there's no development in Nigeria. Where development has, where is Nigeria, Chido? Nigeria is the villages now, local governments. That's what make up Nigeria.
That's right.
So if you don't develop them, you can't develop Nigeria. When people are saying there's no development, they're looking at Mr. President. No development. Meanwhile, there are 3 tiers of government. The federal, state, and local government. Mm-hmm. Now, local government is the engine of development in any country on earth. It's local government, the counties. You understand? Uh-huh. So, and if they don't have financial and political autonomy, you are wasting your time. Why I raised the alarm then was because, during each electoral cycle, politicians will hire thugs in Nigeria who will work with them during election. You understand me? Mm-hmm. After the election, those thugs, local government chairmen used to patronize them. Are you following me? Yeah. Used to give them covert, used to give them contract to do this, do that. So there was sanity then. Do you understand me?
Yes, I do.
The moment the governor started hijacking the funds of local governments,
that tried.
All hell broke loose. You understand? Those funds were no more being channeled to support the local economy.
What do you mean by all hell broke loose?
Criminality. Criminality started. That's when it started.
It's escalated.
It started gradually. Robbery, treated as robbery.
So there is a movement from the politics to crime.
Yes, that's what it is. Because they didn't have any job, any other source of income. You understand me? They had tasted that patronage from the politicians. It stopped coming. If you remember, that when they interviewed, I don't know which one of the ministers of Buhari, I also said that they brought terrorists. There was this information going around that they couldn't pay them any longer. That's why kidnapping started. It's the same thing. This one was local then. Robbery started. It didn't graduate to kidnapping at that time. But I raised alarm. You understand? Because I live among the people. So we know these boys. We know what was going on. I raised alarm. I said they should stop. Governors should not control local government resources.
But they said they intervened because they were squandering the resources at the local level.
How? It's not true, the Chido. Some of these local government chairmen are more intelligent than the governors. They understand the economy even more than most of the governors.
But the governors say that those are some of the criminals they had around them.
Who?
The people at the local...
the local government chairmen?
Yes, some of them.
No, it's the governors that are appointing those local government chairmen.
In terms of squandering of resources.
Squandering of resources? Yes. It's not true. If you squander resources, that is look. Chido. It is structured in such a way. We have the correct structure. There are councillors, okay? Mm-hmm. Councillors representing every ward in your local government. Mm-hmm. They have local government chairman and deputy. If a local government chairman is squandering resources, the councillors impeach him. There are so many cases of impeachment at that time.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yes.
So they didn't allow the thing to function in the first place.
To mature.
They just hijacked the resources. Wike, was he not a local government chairman? Yes, or Wike. Wike that wanted to be president. He was a local government chairman, for God's sake. Yes. Became governor, became minister. You are the president of Agon. There are so many intelligent. Okay, let me give you an example. There is one Alabi in Lagos State. Alabi, for local government chairman, yes. You became the Agon president. Yes. If you see what this young man did as a local government chairman in Lagos State, you give Lagos kudos because you know Tinubu was not touching local government money. So his chairman developed Lagos for him. This man
was the problem with Obasanjo. It was about control of resources.
Yes, the problem was he created more local governments
to attract more money.
Yeah, he created more local governments, and the federal government didn't recognize it.
Yes,
that he didn't have the power to do that. But he did that because he wanted to deepen development. That from Utran's side, and I can see that that's what he did. You understand me? Mm-hmm. And that's where he discovered that local governments are the engine room of development in any society. And that's why the moment he became president, what was the first thing he did? He went to court, Supreme Court, to get a judgment on local government financial autonomy. Mm-hmm. Because he, as a governor, he knew that his colleagues were not allowing the local government to spend the money to develop their various states. Mm-hmm. And he realized that as a president, it will become a problem for him because Nigeria will be underdeveloped if he allows the governors to be pocketing the money.
Sure.
So that's why he got that judgment. And look, the man was very intentional and strategic. I keep saying this. People think, I'm playing to them. I believe in it because
The man, you mean Tinubu?
Yes. I presented a bill on local government autonomy. On subsidy removal. Subsidy removal.
Oh, yeah.
As a senator, when I was in Senate. And then I got the first judgment on local government financial autonomy in 2010. I got a subsequent one before the president got this one in Supreme Court. When governors were challenging me over the project Agon awarded to me to build one health center in every local government. Can you imagine that governors are against my building a health center in every local government in the country? And it is the primary responsibility of local government to build primary health care centers. But governors are instead of allowing them, they want to hijack it and build it so they can steal the money.
Agon stands for
Association of Local Governments of Nigeria. Yes. Obasanjo approved it. They awarded me the contract. I said I wasn't ready because the corruption was too much. I said I wasn't ready to be going from local government chairman to government to ask for my money if I build the health center. That unless the payment was made from source.
Yeah, fact.
So local government chairman approved it, all of them signed up, and then presented it to Federal Executive Council for approval. It was ratified, it was approved. So the thing started. Immediately 2 years ago I came, he stopped it. You understand? He stopped it. Said the governors were against it. So many governors supported it. I remember when I was Ibori, great man. Ibori convinced other many chairmen, governors to support the project. Goodluck Jonathan even challenged them at the National Economic Council. Said, "This is not your money now. Allow this man to build these health centers." That's not why I started admiring Goodluck Jonathan. Are you following me? He said, "This man, this is a good project." My Imo State Governor, actually, he encouraged me to fight to make sure that I build those health centers. Yes, and then what's his name? Bauchi Governor, former Bauchi Governor, my friend, who was aviation minister, he supported the project. Then Osun State Governor, who is the current secretary of ADC, he supported it. You know, but the man who really intrigued me so much was the retired general from Adamawa.
Which of them?
Yako. Yes. Oh, my wonderful human being. After my encounter with the Governors Forum, where I went to plead to let them allow me to build this because the fight was getting too much. I told him, and then the ones we had built already were being damaged by the elements, where the sun, rain.
Because they were.
Yes, and they were stealing all the building materials in the sites. I went to beg them. I think it was during Saraki's chairmanship, and Saraki was very accommodating. In fact, Saraki's father, late father, called him because told him that this was the most ambitious health project in Black Africa, that he should support it. His father, yes. May his gentle and beautiful soul rest in perfect peace.
Was a great guy.
Great man, yes. He told him, so Saraki I met with him, and he invited me to a lot. I went, and invited me to address the Governor's Forum. I think it was after that I met Yako at the airport. He called me, said, "How did you settle with those boys?" I fell in love with him. I love him so much. I've not had the opportunity to meet him again. I'm going to look for him one day and visit him. Wonderful human being. He supported it. He says it was a brilliant idea. I should go ahead, you know. So you can imagine that governors were so wicked, that they don't want health centers built for poor, disease, suffering Nigerians.
The grassroots.
Yes, you know, and that's their constitutional responsibility. It doesn't have anything to do with the governors.
What is the problem of the structure in terms of building such important projects, regardless of what the governors?
There is no. The structure was created by the Constitution, but it cannot work because there is no financial autonomy. That's why President Tinubu is smart. That's why he did what he did. It can't function. And then, if you do what Tinubu has done, is not enough. You must have financial autonomy for the legislature, for these things to function. Yes, judiciary. Without it, you are wasting your time, Chido. Because if you have for the legislature, governor can't do what he's doing. You know, I confronted the Association of Speakers when my late younger brother Ben was their chairman. I told them, I advised them, I said, look, go pass this bill on financial autonomy. If they want to starve you of funds, highest they starve you for 6 months. Once this bill succeeds, you are independent, they can't touch you again.
Yes.
Are you following me? They'll come begging. They'll come and kneel down for you. You don't know the power you wield. They have allowed themselves to be intimidated by governors. Meanwhile, they have the power. It's like the National Assembly. Look at when Saraki was Senate President. See the difference between then and now.
Yes.
Are you following me? So you see that's the problem. Yes. Bukola. Yes. See the difference between then and now. Are you following me?
What was the problem, I want you to elaborate clearly
Yes.
on the structural problem. It's not enough to do a policy announcement that the structure is that the money is going straight to this person or that person. How do they account for the money?
That's what I said. That's why you want to have financial autonomy for the legislature and the judiciary.
But how do you control the autonomy? Because you become independent.
No, you don't have to control that. The control is for the governor. The control is the House of Assembly that's supposed to
Shouldn't be the governor, yes.
Yes, check the governor. Okay. Now the control for local government chairman are the councillors. That's what I said earlier. The councillors are the ones who check the local government chairman, their excesses, and they have the power to impeach them. Are you following me? If a local government chairman is found that he's stealing money, councillors will impeach him immediately.
Yes.
There's an allegation and it's proven. You'll be impeached straight away. They don't have any business with the governor.
Why is this not part of the arguments for 2027?
That is why I'm raising this issue. That it should be. Because remember, during Obasanjo, it was rumored that he had to go and beg Atiku for support.
Yes.
Why did he do that? Because Atiku, as chairman of National Economic Council, had a rapport with the governors.
In 2003.
You understand? 2003.
Yes.
He had a rapport with the governors. Because he was chairman of National Economic Council. Any vice president
Yes.
who, is...
He was an influential vice president.
Exactly, very influential.
But he has been facing allegations of corruption everywhere.
Yes, but he had that power then. You understand?
Yeah.
Even Jonathan, that's what helped Jonathan when he was transiting from vice president to president, because of his good relationship with the governors. Are you following me? So the governors are very, very powerful.
He was a governor himself.
Yes, but he now became vice president.
Yes, I remember.
Both of them were governors, and they became president and vice president. You understand? So that's what the governors wield a lot of power, because they control the local governments. This ISEC that they create, there is no election. It's by appointment. There is election in local government by appointment.
Yes.
Are you following? So they appoint their stooges. So they now decide who even goes to the House of Assembly, decide who even goes to the Federal House, decide who even goes to the Senate. So tell me now, they control the country. So chairmanship of Governors Forum is a very powerful office. So that's why I raised the question. I asked the president last time, was he allowing the leadership of the Progressive Governors Forum to control his ministers? Ministers now, instead of listening to the president, they listen to chairman of Progressive Governors Forum. Can you imagine that in a country? It's frightening.
The chairman of the Progressive Governors Forum is from your state.
But yes, he's the governor of my state. Yes. And with all this scandal now everywhere, I don't know the root cause of the scandal, but I just watch it on TV. I'm here in the US, I don't know what's going on in Nigeria. So 800 billion, not 800, I don't know how that came about. You understand? So I asked to that question.
Where is the money?
I don't know. So you can't ask me. You're a journalist, you should find out. You should do to find out and explain to the Nigerians in diaspora what's going on at all. You understand? You should do it, Chido. And you're a very good investigative journalist. So find out and let us know. Please. Whether I can sniff it out while I'm here, I'd like to be better informed. So you see, that's the issue. Now, tell me, Chido, how can you are a president, you realize they say that Tinubu wants to do one party state. So how can you do that? Not do that when you realize that all the governors,
32 governors,
all the governors in the country, 36 governors,
36
is one party state that they run. All the chairmen are from one political party.
32 of them are with them.
Wait now, before now, when they were not 32, as a president, you realize that all the local government chairmen in all the states are from the parties of the government. Are you following me?
Yes.
So what do you do And then the essence of democracy is to canvass for people who don't believe in you, who are not in your party, to come to your party. That's democracy. That's politics. There's no crime in that. Are you following me? But not to make one party state, to appoint, to circumvent the process and appoint. But president doesn't have that power to appoint governors. Are you following me?
But he appointed a administrator in River State.
No,
which is part of the issue of structure that you're raising. Was it not an overreach?
Well, somehow it was. You understand? But he solved a lot of problems for the country, actually. Because River State was going to explode. You understand me? So it was a timely intervention by the president, actually. And River State was going to blow up because of the interference in the state. You understand? So, having said that, that's not my problem. My issue today is I want to raise this silent point that there is no president who will come to govern Nigeria that will not have this same challenge, this same problem. Without changing the structure, Chido, we're not going anywhere.
How do you want the structure to be changed?
I want the structure to be changed in that states who should not appoint ICEC. INEC should be conducting local government elections.
Federal representatives.
Yes. When they do that now, there will be sanity, because you cannot, if you want to become, go to the House of Assembly now, and then financial autonomy for local government chairman, financial autonomy for the legislature, financial autonomy for the judiciary. It should be one first line charge. Their money should be first line charge. When you have that, you have sanity in the judiciary. You said they go cap in hand to the government to ask for their money. Legislature, they do the same thing. Are you following me? But when you do that, they have their independence, they have their autonomy. So when you are now conducting an election, credible people will emerge. When credible people emerge in the local governments, councillors, start with councillors. When you now want to contest for State House of Assembly, the councillors from different parties will be in your constituency. They will now look at your value, your quality. So they elect your personality. Then it's not party. Because if you are from, all of you are from the same party, they will simply, once you are emerged as a candidate, you will roll you to the house.
That's right.
No matter who you are, no matter your
qualification.
Qualification.
Or lack thereof.
Exactly. You understand me? So that's where it starts. Then if you want to go to the House of Reps, it becomes more difficult. You have to navigate the 3 local governments, all the councillors there. You have to woo them, go around, sell yourself. So you have to be marketable to be able to be electable. So Senate, the same thing. Governorship, the same thing. Then presidential election, the same thing. Are you following me?
How did you navigate all those to become a senator?
I campaigned in every ward in Okigwe zone. I sold myself so much that when somebody wants to run after me, if anybody wanted to run and everything I said I would do, I did it. And I didn't give anybody one kobo. I campaigned. I told them the importance of not collecting money from me.
That's right.
You understand me? Because if you collect money from me, that is the money that is supposed to be for development that I'll come to use to recover the money I spent on you. I told them why I succeeded, because long before then I was building. I had a construction company. Mentally, I was just building roads in my area. Then I used to give transformers as a businessman. Donate. I gave so many scholarship from my zone. You understand me? I used to do boreholes for people, communities. So I used to do that. So they knew me as a philanthropist. So you understand? And they believed that that I'm a fairly honest person. They didn't even see me as a politician. When I now decided to run for Senate, they were surprised. In fact, politicians said I wasn't going anywhere, that I'm not a politician. I just came. I should go and mind my business. I'm a businessman. That is, I told them that there is nobody whose profession is politics. It's when you succeed in business, you come to give back to society by service. That's what I told them. They tried to stop me. Everybody in the state was against me. But I beat them. I won. Landslide though.
In the Okigwe.
Yes, in the US electoral election. I won.
You ran for governor 3 years ago. 2 years.
2 years plus ago, yes.
Yes.
And I beat a sitting governor Landslide. I beat him hollow. They refuse to confirm. How can you claim you won an election? The chairman of my party said, go to the beavers, let us confirm the result before the announcement. They refused. Consult the beavers before making the announcement, which is the law. There is a certain time if you protest, the law allows you certain. Even the man said, when we cited Joy Oti, the professor said, that's not what he came here to do. Who is Joy Oti? Shout on television. He just came to do their dirty job, and he did it and left. Even in the case went up to Supreme Court, you remember, right?
Yes.
And I went to the court that day just to look at the faces of the Supreme Court judges, because if you remember, the reason why beavers, they say that beavers should be brought to court in the Osun State case was because there were 3 contradicting results. You understand? All of them supposedly signed by INEC. So you needed INEC to come and identify, bring the beavers, for INEC to come and identify which one was the correct one. Are you following me? The beavers will come and state which result was the correct result. That was why beavers was brought into court. We told them that my own was only one result. We didn't contradict it. INEC didn't contradict it. No party contradicted the result. We only said bring beavers to court and confirm the result, whether it's correct or not. You understand?
Yes.
They refused.
They refused.
Yeah.
Who has the power of compulsion for them?
It's the court now. The courts had the power. INEC didn't allow us to even take the beavers. Well, they knew what was going to come. INEC didn't allow us. Oh, Nigeria is funny.
Another area that you have shown interest is the issue of diaspora voting rights.
Yes, I know as a senator.
Isn't it crazy that diasporans send so much resources to Nigeria?
It's the greatest injustice in Nigeria. As a senator, I was one of the first. I proposed 4 bills as a senator. Under 7 months, I proposed the subsidy removal bill. I proposed that we cannot export. I realized that there was no insecurity actually. It was being fueled by solid mineral cartel
operators.
Yeah. Yes. So when they come kill you, because I realized how can Chinese and foreigners be staying in the same forest in the areas where villagers were being massacred and nobody's kidnapping them? If I'm a kidnapper, I can't take a Chinese immediately now and they will bring me millions of dollars. Exactly. So why would I be kidnapping poor Nigeria? And they say kidnapping. It was a farce. So I started investigating and found out that it was the same cartel in Congo that is destabilizing Africa that has come to Nigeria. And they're being supported by big, important people. Very big, influential Nigerians.
And the agencies.
Were behind it, yes, and agencies. International agencies.
Yeah.
You go to Borno, you see foreigners paying. If you know the amount of money they pay for one flat, you begin to imagine what they're doing there, what aid they're bringing there, what they're doing, who they're giving the aid. Is it the people who have left their villages and run away? Are you following me? A lot is happening in Nigeria.
The other issue that I want us to touch is the issue.
So I haven't finished the issue of diaspora voting.
Sure.
Why it is very, very important. Why I raised that issue. I raised it because the people in diaspora are bringing billions supporting the economy.
That's right.
And then they live in well-structured societies. And they understand the category of people, the quality of people who should be electable. Are you following me? And their number can influence a presidential election and a governorship election. So those are the places we need to. In fact, that President Tinubu owes Nigeria a duty if he wins this election to make sure that those things are done, to make sure that this amendment, even before the election itself, he should, because he has control of National Assembly now. Who knows what will happen later? Let this be his legacy.
What will be the legacy?
That during his tenure, he succeeded in financial autonomy for the legislature, the judiciary, and local governments. Okay? And then that he gets us diaspora voting in the Senate, gets it passed, okay? And then he also, there has to be a law that we cannot export any mineral resource from Nigeria, no matter what
in this raw form.
In this raw form, without processing it. I mean, primary processing, at least primary processing.
Separation from.
Yes. What it will do, it will create a lot of jobs, add value, get more money from that resource, okay? And it will stop the killing, because when you legitimize the extraction, you can't kill anybody to get it done. Are you following me? That's very, very key, very, very important. You understand? And then this subsidy remover, he is controlling 32 governors now. He should call his governors. They have a meeting. They have a plan on how to, yes. When I presented that bill in the Senate, when I presented that bill, before presenting the bill actually, when Jonathan was president, I met with him. I discussed this with him. I told him that let us proliferate the country with modular refineries. Okay? He agreed. I acquired land in Taraba to build one. I said we should build it along the river banks so that there will be no issue of pipeline, laying pipeline. We use mega barges and create massive storage capacities. Okay? To do the refineries. Okay?
Like tank farms.
Tank farm, massive ones. So we move this is in barges. So the capacity, the tank has to have capacity for 4-day supply. So barges moving. So I got one. I told Suswan arranged to a place for us in Benue, by the Benue River. Yes. Then I got the Attorney General to
Malami.
No, not Malami.
Then. Yes.
My friend, I got him to get us one
in his state.
Lokoja, his state.
Adoakin.
No,
Adoakin.
Adoke.
Yes.
Adoke.
Yes.
So I told him to get us one we arranged that he will help me to secure a place in Lokoja. Okay? Then I got a place in Ogoni, near OML 11. Ogoni people gave us 180 hectares to build one.
180 hectares?
Yes, of land.
Including the sea area?
No. Just hectares of land. Yes, near OML 11.
Yes.
Then
I have lots of friends from Ogoni.
Yes. My late friend Barry Piggy was instrumental to acquire some traditional rulers. The other traditional rulers, I met with them. We agreed they are supposed to own shares in that refinery. Then we met with, I acquired land in Ohaji Ebema to build one.
It became a war zone.
Yes, acquired land. No, that area is not a war zone. I acquired land in Ohaji Ebema to build one.
It became a problem area.
Well, somehow, but not really. Not that bad. Not as bad as other areas of Olo. That's not also area where the
yes, also is.
It's also yes, also
it's
where
the hinges.
Yes, fringes of neighbor with Anambra.
Yes.
So not that area at all. So the idea was to have local capacity, and then I made a point. I said you cannot be giving people who don't add value marginal oil fields. Okay. That marginal oil fields should be given to those who show financial and managerial ability to run a modular refinery, and that they should be banned from exporting it. All the marginal oil fields should be for local consumption of food. You understand? For refineries. You understand? That was my proposal to the president then. Do you know that he gave me the go ahead? I went with a product. I told him that we can manufacture refineries in Nigeria. Because the refinery is to buy the different parts and couple them. That's what refinery is. No company manufactures refinery. They buy different parts and couple them. So I brought the Professor Edionoha, who was head of product at that time. We went to have a meeting in America with Ventec. I opened an office in Houston. That's how I came to Houston, because of that refinery. That's what brought me to Houston, Texas. You understand? So I opened an office on West Island. Bought a house so that I will concentrate and make sure that we stop this
And
subsidy.
this is the oil capital.
Yes, yes. If I wanted to engage in subsidy business, Jonathan was my very good friend, like my brother. You understand? I could have easily gotten involved. I even had to. I resolved the problem of our late brother from Anambra, the late senator. You mentioned Ifeanyi Oba. He had an issue with the people over the subsidy business.
Yes.
I resolved it in my hotel room in Los Angeles, in California. I made peace between them, so they settled. That's how I started lifting. You understand? I didn't want to get involved. Rather, I wanted to stop it. So, as a senator now, when I didn't work with Jonathan said that the stealing was too much. This, that. He was so angry. So, very angry about the stealing. He said he pursued them there, they followed them. He asked me how long that thing would take. I said 3 years. He wasn't satisfied. You understand me? So, anyway, that's another story.
I want to ask you about specific.
So, let me finish with this subsidy.
Okay.
Very, very important.
Okay.
While I was doing that, I engaged NLC. I engaged Congress. I engaged Penderson. Are you following me? They were all involved in the decision.
The oil and gas.
Yes, all the labor unions involved in it. And I even made them agree that we'll privatize the refineries. All of them are alive. The leadership of this organization.
Of the modern refineries or the national?
No, the national refineries. You know, they didn't allow the privatization. I told them the conditions under which it could be privatized. They all agreed. Are you following me? Mm-hmm. And I agreed to these modular refineries so that we'll stop subsidy. They all agreed.
Why did you want to stop the subsidy?
Because this was a scam.
Some people were scheming off.
It was a scam. Some people will bring in a ship. Mm-hmm. And let me tell you, how many people own cars in Nigeria? Which was supposed to be used to build rail lines. Mm-hmm. You know, speed rail.
Yeah.
Bus, modern bus services, so that the common man can go from place to place at an affordable rate. Are you following me? Mm-hmm. That was the whole idea behind the subsidy removal. So we used the money. We calculated the cost of exporting crude outside, and the insurance paid, and then importing petroleum products. The insurance paid over 10 years. You know that you just build refineries everywhere with it. More than 60,000 barrel capacity refineries.
Yes.
When I met with French Vice President then, Orama, in Austria,
Chido.
Vienna, so I discussed it with him. We were planning on 20,000 barrel capacity. He said no, that's not viable. There has to be 60,000 barrel. Mm-hmm. And that was exactly what Ventec was doing in Iraq. But they are building 20 incrementally to 60 before they now bring petrol because of the catalytic converter.
Yes.
You understand? That will burn this thing into petrol. You understand?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Not catalytic converter. What's that equipment called? You understand me? That will convert into petrol.
Yes.
So to get petrol, you have to go at least for it to be economically viable. It has to be up to 60,000 barrels per day.
Get my jet fuel and
yes, if we can get jet fuel with 20,000, we can get diesel, we can get kerosene. Mm-hmm. But for petrol, for it to make sense, to make money, so it has to be 60,000 barrels minimum.
Which agency or agencies of government are showing a willingness to embrace the change you're talking about structure? Which agencies have you noticed it? Just as a citizen, as a businessman, as a public official of the
which structure are you asking?
I'm talking about the agencies. For instance, you're saying that there should be a decentralization where there is independence, relative autonomy for organizations such as local governments.
Yes.
That is a level of governance. Mm-hmm. Then there are agencies of government. For instance, the police. Mm-hmm. Should it also be brought to the grassroots where there are more state police? You have quite an expansive experience in dealing with the police. The issue of flights, for instance, should the airplanes be controlled domestically, locally, or should they remain in in federal control, basically.
You mean airports, you know?
Airports, yes.
Okay. Well, that's another story. But the police issue,
Yes.
if you notice, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, he really thought about this thing. That's why I asked him a question about his legacy when I first interviewed after the Supreme Court judgment. And then they awarded the election to Hope. He retained the victory. I called a press conference and I asked some questions. Because the man was intentional and strategic. He created the forest guard.
Yes.
Okay? Now, this forest guard should serve like sheriffs. Because in the villages where you have
Here
forest.
we have forest guards.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You understand? And they're supposed to work with local government. When the man wanted financial autonomy, I'm sure he had that in mind. That because every crime is local. It's in a local government, it's in a ward that you commit crime. It's in a local government where you commit crime. Where is state? State is in all the local governments. Where is Nigeria? Nigeria is in all the local governments. So the man knew what he was doing. Now, somebody was asking me a question, a journalist, about corruption, the road, Calabar Road, and all that, and all that, and all that. I said, look, that's not what I'm after. I'm after the structure that will change Nigeria. Are you following me? That one is a case for EFCC, a case for the police, and that there are structures to protect, to stop a president from having that overreach.
Yes.
That you have National Bureau of Statistics for appropriate pricing of goods and services. Okay? Then you have Bureau for Public Procurement that will approve every award and see that it's appropriately priced. Before the minister will carry it to Federal Executive Council
And present it.
and present it to the president for approval. All these people don't have immunity. They can be jailed if they stole. So why are they shouting? They don't know what to do. Why are the journalists saying president? Journalists should investigate the matter, interrogate it, and get their people who are guilty and get them. EFCC should get them arrested. Are you following me? President has immunity, so they're wasting their time. Governors have immunity, but can challenge local governments. This money that governors they say governors are pocketing local government money is a waste of effort shouting on TV and on social media.
If there are no prosecutions.
Sue them, prosecute the local government chairman, and the money, where the money is, money always leaves a track. Money doesn't hide. Wherever the money has gone, it will surface.
Depending on the size of the money.
Even if it's 10,000, once it's withdrawn from a bank, who withdrew it is there. They will come and explain where he put it. Are you following me? Money leaves a track now. You know? So, all this is, the structures are there, Chido, is to activate it. That's what the duty President Bola Ahmed Tinubu owes to Nigerians.
What of state police?
State police is dangerous for now because of the power the governors are wielding. If there's restructure, then state police is viable.
Why is it dangerous?
Because the governors are dictators. Governors are dictators.
If you wanted to be a governor, were you planning to?
I don't want state police. I want to be a governor. But I want this structure in place so that I can be interrogated, I can be challenged, I can sit up and do my job. Are you following me? I want to be a governor, but I want to be a governor in a true democracy. I've been saying these things since you are Obasanjo. I didn't start today. And that's why I want to be a governor, to lead by example. That's why I went to the Senate and I proposed those bills.
What year were you in the Senate?
I was Senate in 2015.
To 2019.
Yeah, 2015.
For 4 years.
No, they removed me immediately. When I brought those bills, fights broke out. They said I don't know whether it's a cartel. They went to, do you know why they removed? But I walked out of the Senate actually because the leadership of the Senate wanted to help with the Judiciary. I said no. I refused. You understand? I refused. Because you know why I refused? As a senator, and especially an Igbo senator, I didn't have, it was difficult to mobilize numbers. I was watching what was happening. Before you, if you bring a good idea, they kill it. If you bring a good idea, they kill it. If they are not benefiting, if there is nothing for them. Are you following me? They kill it. You won't see the light of day. So, and then you have to get the consensus of people who don't even understand what you're talking about. So, it was a problem for me to continue staying there. I realized that that wasn't the place to be. Because governors were manipulating all the senators. I said the best thing is to become a governor.
Okay.
That's what I told myself.
Become part of the count.
Yes, become a governor and bring about drastic change.
Yes.
Yeah. Show how the country can be developed. Help the presidency.
What are the major waste areas that you have seen in government?
It's what I just explained to you.
No, what are the major areas? Where? Specifically, what major areas?
There is no specific area. It depends on the government. Are you following me? When you have, look at what is doing quite well in Abia State now.
Yes.
You understand me?
Yes.
It's channeling the funds appropriately. And Lagos is trying. And then I hear that, I don't know, I've not interrogated it, but I hear that Kaduna governor is doing a good job.
He's
Sule.
quite popular.
Yes, I hear he's doing a very good job.
Yes.
So my interest is in Imo State, where I come from. You understand me?
How is your governor?
Oh my God, the money, you don't know where the money is. So, a governor does only road, he hasn't really done anything. Are you following me? And then most of the road my governor has been doing are federal roads, which will be refunded to him, not state road. It's just recently now that he's doing a few state roads. The thing he did was federal roads, which is federal government is going to refund him the money.
But his supporters are saying
he's a businessman. You know, my governor is a businessman.
Yes. What kind of business does he?
He's a businessman. I believe that.
What part of Olo has developed in a manner that you can say there is an expansion of capacity?
You can't call road. Road is a given. Every state should have roads.
No, forget about roads.
There's nothing else. Nothing else you can point
so
at.
There are no economic
look at Ohaji Egwema and Uguta. The goose that lays the golden eggs. Go there. No road, nothing. No infrastructure, nothing. Water they don't have. Lights they don't have. They have the largest gas deposit in the country. Just go there. They don't have power, they don't have anything. They had to cry, the youths had to protest. The road contract was awarded several times. The contractors ate the money. You know? The government didn't do anything about it. The 13% derivation, there's nothing to show for it.
Let's go to the future and wrap up the interview. The issue of who becomes Nigeria's next president is coming into 2027.
Yes.
He's already started the battle for it.
Yes.
What do you see, or what do you envision that will happen?
Well, first of all, I've always maintained in my previous interview with you here before the previous election.
Yes.
Atiku, among all of them, Atiku was the one I know more, but it's not his turn. It's the turn of the South. Do you understand me? So having said that, because that's what will balance the country, bring equity and balance into the country. Okay, you don't start checking from Obasanjo. You start from the military. If you want equity. Yes. So you don't calculate from Obasanjo how many times.
Start from Azikiwe.
Exactly. Start from Azikiwe themselves. Yes. Because it's the same country and we haven't divided. There's no new country that they marked. It's the same rulership, the same citizenship. So, having said that, and I said in that interview, I was the turn of the Igbo because Obasanjo had been president. Yes. And then Yoruba had vice president for 8 years. President for 8 years. It was the turn of the Igbo, which was why I supported P2B. But having said that, Tinubu had won the election. So, quick means the Southwest is doing
16 years.
Yes, 16 years now for the presidency. They have done 12. They have guaranteed 12 years now. Are you following me?
Yes.
So having said that, the Igbo cannot do only 4 years as far as I'm concerned.
Yes.
You understand me? So I don't buy that argument at all.
So P2B.
As an Igbo person, I would not want to do anybody who represents the Igbo interest to go and do 4 years. It's not his personal interest. It's the interest of the Igbo nation.
Yes.
Exactly. So the Igbo nation have not mandated anybody to go and do 4 years on their
Why do they say that this thing is strange when, as a matter of fact...
Well, if it is zoning,
yes.
it is based on zoning. Because if it's an individual, because after all, in other countries, they don't have zoning. So anybody can run and say he wants to do 4 years. But if it is based on zoning, which means this thing is supposed to be the share of our zone, I will not support anybody who will do 4 years. Exactly, I won't do that. So having said that, I said in my last interview in Nigeria, a press conference I granted, I said that they should amend the constitution so that if zoning is enshrined in the constitution, when it comes to any particular zone, and then that person is not performing, only people from that zone should contest for the remaining 4 years. I said it. There should be a constitutional amendment. Are you for sure? It will stop this issue of before from the second year you start planning for a re-election.
I mean, everything is shut down.
The opening is shut down.
If you don't do it,
yes,
you're going to lose.
Yeah, exactly. That's what that's why there is no development. That's the reason. You start shopping for money for your re-election. Start pilfering. Start doing this, doing that. But if that is enshrined in the constitution, it will bring sanity into the system.
Can the progressive governors channel monies anywhere and anyhow that they want to? Do they have any kind of a protection or leverage where they can assemble as much money as they want to run for elections in support of the president? Yes.
I don't know. I'm not a member of the Progressive Governors Forum. But with the leadership they have, my friend, I'm sorry. I can't see. President Tinubu is supposed to be one of the smartest persons I've ever known. Are you hearing me? I don't know why he allowed this leadership to preside over the Progressive Governors Forum when he's president.
Which leadership?
The present leadership, the governor of Igbo State. Yes. I don't know why he allowed that.
Are you going to run for governor?
Big mistake.
In 2027?
I am. I'm running for governor in 2020. I mean, I'm a member of ABGA. So ABGA is an Igbo party. The party Ojukwu founded. Are you following me? And I'm going to support Soludo so that we will strengthen it. Because it is with that party that Igbos can have an identity. Igbos are the largest voting bloc in Nigeria.
That's right.
Exactly. So if we strengthen that party, it will take us where we want to go. See how Tinubu was intentional about strengthening his zone. He did that. He now merged with other interests. And that's why he's president today.
Yeah. He's quite forward-looking.
Oh, yes. Very forward-looking. Very forward-looking.
Political strategy.
He's a master strategist. Very forward-looking. Very forward-looking.
There you have it. We talked about issues and solutions regarding moving Nigeria forward, issues of development, issues of what policy level of responsibility should be given to local councillors and leaders at grassroots levels, as opposed to what obtains now, where the governors are running virtually everything, including the monies meant for the local governments. Senator Achonu, it's nice seeing you again.
It's always a pleasure talking to you, Chido.
Are you going to watch the World Cup?
No. I'm a farmer. My farm has run into trouble. I don't know whether it's because I'm not a member of APC that they are not supporting me. All interventions from government, I don't see anything. Nothing. And I own the biggest farm in the southeast.
Wow.
Yes.
How big is it?
Very big. I have a capacity for 5,000 cattle, stocking 5,000 cattle.
5,000?
Yeah. And I have a capacity to produce 1 million catfish every harvest, every month. I have that capacity, yes.
That's quite a huge...
Yes, very huge. Yes. So, and then I have 120 greenhouses. That's in the suburban. In Abuja as well, I have a farm, smaller than the one in the village. Lower capacity. I have 50 greenhouses there. And I have capacity to produce 150,000 catfish every harvest. Wow. We're moving into piggery now and poultry. And then yes, we're doing that now. So and then also we want to go into other kinds of fish, even inland salmon farming. once we get support from government. Government should come and support me. I've suffered a lot in trying to create employment for people. Yes, I have to build my own road and bridges to my farm.
Talking about that, what do you see?
The money I spent building roads and bridges to my farm
could have gone into
the farm.
Where do you see the future of Nigeria in the next 10 years?
Nigeria is one of the richest countries on the face of the planet. It does need good leadership. That's all. Let them change the structure. Good leadership will emerge from the structure. It is the structure that America was wild west. Have you forgotten?
Right.
Mafia was appointing governors and police chiefs and judges. But where are they today? Is the structure. Make the structure viable. We will try. That's the problem we have. The structure. Yeah. Once you make the structure viable, independent, every arm is independent, they will protect their interest. Criminality will not go. There is nowhere in the world where you don't have criminality. Yeah. But the system, you have thieves in America, you have criminals in America.
That's right.
But the system arrests them. The system protects itself. Do you understand? Once it's viable to protect itself, with time.
Thank you. That's the Ikemba Ehime Mbano. Ikemba, for those who do not remember, means the strength of the nation.
Yes.
Someone who personalizes and reflects the strength of the nation. It's been nice speaking with you. You've covered a lot of issues and you focused on solutions.
Yes.
And
that's all I want, solution. I want the problem of Nigeria to be solved so that we can move ahead as a country.
When will the old guard give way and let...
There is nothing like old guard or new guard. I was supporting the student union movement. I was supporting Youth Council of Nigeria. They even made me life patron in both organizations. Mm-hmm. I was supporting NLC. But today, there is no NLC nobody's protecting the interest of workers in Nigeria any longer. Everybody is transactional now. All these organizations, they're all transactional.
Jonathan said that the young people who were there were not going to go and vote, that they would rather be doing other things.
Listen,
why is that? Is it right or wrong?
It's the leadership. Once the head is rotten, the body will die. It's the leadership. Look at even in secondary schools now, students copy. They don't go to school. They just copy and right. They believe in Yahoo. They believe in fraud. When somebody is in university trying to graduate, his aim is where can he go and steal money? Is it custom? Is it immigration? Is it this? They look at NPC. They look for places where they can steal money. Yes. Their salaries, they don't look forward to their salary at all.
So you don't see a very bright future.
Exactly, unless the system is changed and good leadership emerges. That's the only solution.
But the system includes the players. You have to remove some of the players.
No, you see, the players, you can't change them. But the people will now elect. See, the people know who is who. That's why I was elected. When they elected me as senator, I realized that they know what they're doing. But they are tired of false promises from politicians. So that's why when you come and give them money, they take. But after you're elected, for the next 4 years, they won't see any development. So you don't blame them.
And they might not even see you.
They might not even see you. So that's the problem. But when the structure is correct, when they elect back, when good people come, they will elect them. There is no other solution.
Are you a capitalist or you believe in socialism?
I don't understand what is capitalism and what is socialism. There is nothing like that. These are just captions. They're all the same thing. Look at Russia. China is one of the richest countries on the face of the planet. Plus America. They are now... exactly. Are you following me? And once you have good leadership, that's what I'm trying to say. It doesn't matter the system. So I don't believe in systems. I believe in personalities and then the idea, the vision you have. See, what do you call it? Confucius, the Silk Road. That is what China used to get to where they are today. In the 6th century.
Yes.
Are you following me? You need visionaries. We need visionaries. That's why Tinubu, he was, I keep saying that this man was intentional and strategic. But governors are sabotaging his efforts. And it's because of leadership of progressive governors who should have supported their president to make sure that his judgment of Supreme Court works. Let them see whether it will work or not, whether it will bring change. But they didn't do that. Instead, they're sabotaging it. Every step it takes, they're sabotaging. And then he's allowing them. Well, I don't know.
I thank you, Chief Senator, Farmer, industrialist, international businessman, philanthropist, and a man who has an expansive knowledge of things regarding making a human being become more empowered and feel more purposeful. It's nice seeing you again.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you very much. This has been US Africa Television exclusive interview with another distinguished Nigerian who is trying to make a difference for people internationally and locally.